We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. For a chance to come back to this very stadium in 2 weeks' time, we are off and running in the NFC Championship. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take it. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And some room to maneuver. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Davion Taylor there to bring him down. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
26-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jimmy Graham, 26 yards. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. We always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And here's Rodgers on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
3rd and 1.
He's checking.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Mike 57. You got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here? Let's go.
Hill on first down. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
The 33-yard line.
From the gun, here's Hill. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
First down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
To throw again, Hill. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Complete to Cam Akers.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Giants 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
26 Mike. Check Mike. Slam.
Hill throwing once more. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up in search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. And left side here, it's Graham. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Hill now operating from the red zone. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. They'll run here with Akers. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line.
No gain on the play.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Here's Hill. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Damiere Byrd there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
It's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Brady will try again on second down. This one complete to Scott Miller. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's caught by Parker. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Brady now on 1st down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Buccaneer 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Third and long.
On play action, it's Brady. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Well, a heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make them now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Hill now after the interception. Open man is Kirk, complete. The 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Christian Kirk, 42 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
To throw on third down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Get in the weight room. 57.
Throwing on third down, Hill. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. The 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. K.J. Hamler, 76 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
58.
From the gun, it's Brady. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, Brady. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. On play action, now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. It doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns, his second sack of the night. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.